Hey guys, it's FandomsxListener here, back again with another FandomsxListener video. 2 videos in a row, I think so. And today I bring you Mutant Mayhem Donnie, X-Listener Part 2 Confession. Next up will be Mutant Mayhem Leo, X-Listener Part 1, where Donnie doesn't confess to you, but instead shows you to his brothers, which happens also in this video, but their brothers just basically don't show any interest. Like Mikey, he's just the silly, But anyway, they'll take a sip of this coffee and take a deep breath because it's tough whispering. Jesus Christ. Anyways, my Instagram, Discord link, server, SoundCloud, and song studios will all be in the description below. So make sure to check out the description, and we're very close to 5K. Anyways, let's go. Take a sip of this coffee before we start. Just 1 second. And back, I put my heating pad on my back because my back hurts so bad right now. But I'm still uploading because yes. Anyways, continuing from where we left off. Donnie went back to the lair to check up on his brothers, and his brothers were worried about him and asked him where he was. He said he was hanging out with a friend. They all looked at him in shock and said, "A friend?" Donnie shrugged and said, "What? Can I not have human friends?" Leo said, "You should have at least warned us." I know. By the way, this is just a conversation, does not include voice acting. He said, I know. But still, I was scared. Scared of what? Said Raph. Well, judgment. You shouldn't be afraid. We wouldn't judge you, said Mikey, tilting his head. Still, I had fear. But at least you guys know now. What's their name? Leo said. Listener. I've been hanging out with them for a while. That's why after training or after studying, I always go to the surface to meet them. Mikey said, "Can we meet them?" He jumped up, happily stimming. Donnie said, "Yeah, I'll see what I can do when I meet them later." He meant meet them later or tomorrow. They all nodded and went back to their rooms. You were in your room, in your apartment, just studying and doing some things, and your T-phone went off. It was Donnie sending you a message. Well, Donnie sent you a message, and it said, "Hey listener, just Donnie here." You replied with, "Hey, what's up, Donnie? Anything needed?" He said, "No, not really. Well, I might need your presence here soon. Maybe tomorrow?" He asked. You asked, "Why is that? Like down there in the sewers?" He said, "Yes. So I told my brothers that I had a friend, quotation marks, and they all asked me who you were. So I told them, and my youngest brother, Mikey, asked if they could meet you. Is that okay?" You replied with, I guess that's fine, just as long as they don't freak out." He sent a little worried emoji and said, "I promise they won't." He said, "Okay then, I'll be there by 6 tomorrow. Is that good?" "Yeah, we'll all be home by 6, or should I say, we'll all be off patrol at 6. Basically like afternoon patrol. Take a sip of this coffee. So, you were at school, then after school, April once again, like she does almost every day, takes your stuff home and places it on your bed because she has a spare key to your apartment because you two were supposed to be dorm roomies. But April ended up getting her own apartment / house. You were at work and you checked your T-phone when you were getting extra supplies. It was this one contact named Mikey spamming you. You took a look and it said, hi, 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 like HAI, like a bunch of highs. And it's just like, hi, hi, I'm Mikey, Michelangelo, Donnie's youngest brother, or just the youngest brother in general. I'm so happy I have your contact here. You're a listener, right? Exclamation point, question mark. You were like, whoa, 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 calm down. Yes, I am listener, and you must be Michelangelo. He replied quickly and said, yeah, that's me. You're coming to visit us at 6 p.m., right? Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. I'm almost off of work, like my last shift. And he said, okay, I'll stop texting you now since you're at work. Bye-bye. You chuckled and put your phone in your pocket before going back to work. You let out a soft sigh and went back to your apartment, getting ready and getting a few things to go down to the lair. On your way there, you met Donnie in that one alleyway that was a dead end. He was just there, kind of swinging his stick around, practicing, since no one really came in that alleyway. Not even through the emergency exits, kind of how they have a emergency exit, those little ladders to go up and down to their windows. Yeah, let's just say no one went down there because they thought like it was dangerous. Donnie noticed you and said, oh, hey, you're here. I sound like Tails. I thought I spilled something, sorry. Oh, hey, you're here. I didn't notice you, sorry. So my brothers, they're down here, but they must be in the dojo or the living room. Come on. Donnie jumped down and you followed by going down the stairs. Not the stairs, the ladder. The freaking stairs. You followed him down to the dojo, and the three brothers were just, playing around, and just Mikey was running, and Leo was telling him to settle down, that you would get there at any moment, and Raph was just, trying not to hit Mikey, but, I think Raph's going to be nicer in this, movie, so he was just, sitting down and having inner peace. Donnie said, or shouted into the dojo, hey, listener is here. Mikey had little stars and sparkles in his eyes, and he said, where? I want to see them. You stepped out from behind Donnie and said, hey. You waved. You saw Mikey was a lot, shorter than the others. He went up to you and gave you a hug, picking you up. Oh my god, it's you. You must be listener. It's so nice to meet you. He smiled. You thought to yourself, oh my god, his braces are so adorable. Oh, how could such a small person pick me up like that? That's impressive. Donnie chuckled and said, sorry about Mikey. He's just like that. Sometimes his happy stumps can get out of control. This is Leo. Leo complimented you, for... Leo would probably compliment you for being Donnie's friend and not, being like the others who have maybe, called them freaks and stuff like that. And you also complimented him for his braces. And then Mikey said, yeah, we're brace buds. He smiled. Leo also smiling, both showing their braces. You chuckled. Raph went up to you introducing himself and, just kind of walked off into the dojo because he was shy. Donnie smiled and said, yep, those are my three brothers. Raph is a little shy. No, I'm not, he shouted from the other side of the dojo. Leo's just going to meditate, and Mikey's probably just going to practice with his nunchucks. You want to go back up to the surface and maybe get some pizza? He tilted his head. You, of course, gave him a soft smile and said, of course, why not, sure. You guys went back up to the rooftop of your apartment. You two had pizza, snacks, and etc. Donnie smiled at you and said, "Thanks. I didn't want to get out of there so soon, but I did have something important to tell you. And I still do, of course. I just don't know how to put it, or how to put the words correctly," he said as he rubbed the back of his neck nervously. I had to pour myself some more coffee, but anyways, I'll take a sip of this coffee. You looked at him and tilted your head and curiously asked, "You can just tell me, we're best friends." You held his hand and smiled. He blushed like the image. He blushed a little bit and had just tiny little hearts in his eyes. Like, he's not a simp like 2012 Donnie, but if he chooses the right person, or quote unquote falls in love with the right person, he will be a simp, in my opinion. He had tiny little sparkly sparkly little hearts in his eyes, and looked at you and said, "Well, let's say it's been like, what, almost a month? So we've known each other for almost a month, right?" He sat down like on his knees, I guess, kind of like that anime sit, in front of you. So we've been kind of close for like almost a month, and there's just been something that I was willing to tell you, but I was pretty much scared. I was scared of judgment, or scared of you just leaving me, or just not wanting to be friends anymore. You nodded your head and said, "Uh-huh." Continue. "Listener, your last name. Me, Donatello Hamato, confess to you that I've liked you more than a friend since the day we've met, basically. I started having feelings for you like on the 4th day. I just realized that the tingly feeling I was getting in my stomach, it felt like fluttering butterflies and shivers, and when you randomly just grabbed my hand and I blushed, I knew it was something else." You noticed the little hearts in his eyes and you said, "Donnie, what's with the hearts in your..." Nothing, don't pay attention to those. "But I just want to know what you think. I know it's weird dating a mutant turtle. You don't have to say yes." He looked away embarrassed. He sniffled a little bit because he just had a feeling you were going to say no. But what you actually said just kind of twisted his mind, and you said, "Donnie, don't cry. I like you too, actually," you said, cupping his face. Just, eye contact. "Wait, what?" He looked up at you. "Yeah, I like you too. You're just a cute little turtle and smart little nerd, and just you in general. I like you for you. I don't like you for your inventions, how smart you are. I just like you for you. And when you tell me that you're annoying or that you talk too much, trust me, I could listen to you talk all day without getting bored or without getting annoyed. You're just something different. You're a different person, You smiled. Him hearing you actually calling him, or you considering him as a person, made him tear up and just lean into your touch and said, "I've never really been considered a person before." "Wait, really?" You tilted your head. "Mm-hmm." He nodded. "Well, you're my little person then." You gave him a smooch on the nose. Mwah. "Well, is that a yes?" Donnie's tail began to wag pretty fast. You noticed it and nodded. "Of course, why not?" Donnie hugged you and just, just kind of squished you a little bit. Donnie, that's a pretty tight hug, you said, struggling to breathe a little. Oh, sorry. I'm just so excited because I've never really liked a person before. Neither are there others like me, so I never really fallen, he did little quotation marks, love before. You're my first one, and you're special. He held both of your hands, giving them small smooches. You just, yes. You blushed a little and said, well, thank you. You gave him a smooch on the forehead. Mwah. How about, what would you rather do? Go back to your brother's or stay in my apartment for a little? I could text them later and say that I'm in your apartment. Let's go. You two took down the rest of the pizza, you put it in the refrigerator, and you two laid down on the same bed. And started to cuddle. Donnie nuzzling your neck, letting out small chirps and churs, which is spelled C-H-U-R-R-I-N-G, kind of like purring but for turtles. You held him close and just like appreciated the cuddles and the purrs. Fluffball hopped onto the bed and started to also cuddle with both of you, purring. You had like that little relaxed face and said, well, looks like I have two cuties now. Donnie smiled while he was dozing off and said, He actually turned his T-phone on mute, so he's going to have a lot of messages when he wakes up. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're very close to 5K. My Instagram, Discord link server, SoundCloud, and the songs that I use will be in the description below. Sorry that I was very goofy or silly in this video. I just wanted to get through it because I also want to upload the Leo X listener. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it all made sense to you. Take a sip of this coffee. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.